Trayse Inventory ships with demo data. This helps visualize how the various modules interact with each other. Trayse Inventory also ships with two sets of Excel files for importing your data. The first set has demo data. And the second set just has the column headers. To import your data into Trayse Inventory, use the second set with just the column headers. It is important to keep the folder name, file names, and column names as they are. The scripting process in Trayse Inventory is looking for these exact names in order to import all the data properly. Some of the spreadsheets are dependent on data in other spreadsheets. Here is the order in which to populate the Excel spreadsheets: warehouses, locations, customers, vendors, items, item vendor, item BOM, item serials, item lot, item quantity. Yes or no columns are answered with a 0 for no or a 1 for yes. For example, in the item vendor file, the column is preferred vendor should have a 1 if the answer is yes, and a 0 if the answer is no. In this example, only one vendor should be the preferred vendor for any given item. It is likely that your data is arranged differently. Mapping your data into the structure of Trayse Inventory may take time. You may also want to use this opportunity to clean up any dirty data. Dirty data is data in a field in which it does not belong. For example, an item SKU might have a note about that item, such as "do not use" or "see Becky before ordering." This information is better stored elsewhere, and the best time to clean this up is now. The spreadsheet folder should be on your desktop. Don't pull the files out of the folder. Your copy of Trayse Inventory should also be on the desktop. If you've already hosted Trayse Inventory, then pull the latest backup and put that on your desktop. You will eventually delete the hosted file and host the desktop file once it has your data. If you only have one copy of Trayse Inventory, make another. Sometimes the import process takes several iterations, tweaking data along the way. Having a second copy of Trayse Inventory handy makes it quick and easy to delete the initial file and start over. Before you begin, an important reminder: do not change the name of the folder. Do not move the Excel files out of the folder. Do not change the Excel file names. Do not change the Excel column names. When you are ready to import your data, follow these steps. Open Trayse Inventory on your desktop. Open Script Workspace. Scroll down to the Installation folder. Select the script Installation Controller. Uncomment the subscript Delete Existing Data. Select the script Delete Existing Data. Comment out the Exit Script step on line 1. Uncomment the remaining script steps. Return to the script installation controller and run it. Once your data is imported, check the various tables. If something is not correct, repeat the process using the Trayse Inventory duplicate file on your desktop, making sure to create a new duplicate file for future iterations. Note that some data may need to be updated or corrected inside Trayse Inventory. The import process should get you 90% there. When you are satisfied with the imported data inside Trayse Inventory, host the file. Once hosted, delete the installation script folder as well as the temp underscore fields in the various tables. You may want to keep the scripts and import fields on a local file for reference or for future bulk importing. Keep in mind that the initial process deletes the dataset in its entirety, so future use will require modification of the scripts.